Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? We're just going to give it a few more minutes for everybody to jump on. God is so good. I am so grateful. I got my boy, Jawayne. Gemstarr Davis is in the house. He got J doubles, but
I'm like, many names.
yes.
I got 36 chambers.
You know what? You a trip. Okay, here I go. 1 second. I am just sharing it in the groups. It's going down, J doubles. We're gonna be talking about it tonight.
Let's get it. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water real quick.
Yeah, go ahead while I'm doing this. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Hey, everybody. We're going to be ready in 1 second. I just got to tag Jawayne in this post. Oh, okay. Look at Dow. Dow say, hey, what's up, Kimmy and Brody? Let me just tag you in this post.
Comments. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. This is going to be so dope. There you go. Jawayne Gemstarr Davis. Done. There you go. Yes. God is so good. All right. So we're going to get started. There you go. D. Hey, how y'all doing?
Brother.
Yeah. Hey, Hector. How are you? Yes. It's about to go all the way down. So I just want to start right now. I just want to introduce everybody to my boy, to my friend. He always got my back. I love him. He is absolutely amazing. He's always looking out. He's always encouraging me. He's always supporting me. And you all know that, like, I am intentional about the people that are in my life. I'm extremely intentional. People who are in my life have been vetted. Y'all better hear me. And when I tell you they have been vetted, I mean, you look and you just got to pay attention to everybody that is in your life, right? Because you know the type of character that they have, you know the integrity that they have, you know that they dope, right? And when you see people like that, you hold on to them with everything you got. I mean, this brother has so much good character and integrity, and he's always honest, right? And I absolutely love and adore him. So tonight, we're going to be talking about resurrection and reinvention with the only Jawayne Gemstarr Davis. My boy, let's give it up. I told y'all to mess with the Conscious Brothers, right? Hey, Tara, how are you, sweetie? Good evening. Yeah. So I'm excited about tonight because I want to talk to my brother about what his resurrection and reinvention is all about in terms of who he is as a man. And once again, I'm going to say this because this is for the brothers, this is for the sisters, because the way I see it, a lot of brothers don't tell you this kind of stuff, and we need to hear it, right? But a brother who has a conscious mind and is always elevating himself, he's always going to go to the next level, right? And y'all remember, like a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I went live and I was talking about, how they had polled over 8,000 people. And out of the 8,000 people that they polled, they said, if you were going to go out with somebody, would you go out with them if they mentioned therapy, right? Now, out of the 8,000 people that they polled, all of them said yes. If you went to coaching or if you went, you can Google it. It's an article, right? If they went to coaching or they had therapy or they were working on themselves, that made them more of a good catch. And they would definitely go out with them on a second date. And so what I've been trying to do is to tell my sisters and my brothers, that when you meet a person who's conscious, when you understand that they have good character, then those are the people that you're supposed to surround yourself with. Not people who are flighty and falling off every 5 minutes. I mean, we all fall off from time to time, but when you are consciously aware of what you want, it's a game changer. Those are the people that I want to be down with, right? So I wanted y'all to know there really does exist these amazing and wonderful brothers, just like my boy Jawayne Gemstarr Davis. There you go. There you go. There you go. J Doubles is in that.
Hey. What up, KIM? Thank you for that wonderful introduction. You know I love you too. You my girl, yo. We go back like hairlines.
Not the hairline. We don't want to go back like the hairline. I don't know. But like hip hop, right? All right. I can rock
like free cheese.
Right, like free government cheese.
Word.
Okay, so here we go. So Jawayne, when I asked you what topic you wanted to discuss, you said I want to discuss resurrection and reinvention. And I said, oh, look, hey, Scorpio, how you doing? I love you. Yeah, you wanted to talk about resurrection and reinvention. Let's talk about it. What I want, huh?
No, I said, let's talk.
Yes, let's talk about it. I wanted to ask you, not like Stephen A. What? I don't know, Tara, what you're saying. What I wanted to ask you is, what brought you to the place of wanting, of knowing that you needed to be resurrected and reinvented. Talk to me.
Well, first, I want to thank you for inviting me to this platform. Thank you for the kind introduction. I want to say what's up to all your listeners and viewers. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody. So let's talk about resurrection and reinvention.
Yes.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm at a period in my life where it's almost like, so I just recently turned 50 years old. And I named the event Halftime. So
and it was dope.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you was there. You was there.
I was there. I was in the house.
It was monumental.
Yes.
It was epic. But so to me, this is the second half of my life. The first half of my life, I had to grind. I grew up in Brooklyn. What up? Peace to Sumner Projects. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in Bed-Stuy, do or die, still doing. And, it was rough. And I had, I had to help out my moms, had to help out my younger brothers. I got twin girls. I had to raise them. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that, a lot of my life was dedicated to everyone else. So now I'm at this apex in my life where it's time that I can reflect on myself. So I'm resurrecting myself from the programming of the beginning of my life and reinventing myself to create the legacy for the rest of my life. Thus,
so have me over here dancing in my chair.
I'm living in R&R, resurrection and reinvention.
All right, now that's dope. That is dope. I love it. So let me ask you this question. What was your life like before you got to the point of knowing that you needed to reinvent yourself? You go a little deeper into that.
So I would say from my perspective, I think, growing up, you're always learning. You stumble, you fall, you learn. You do things the wrong way, and you figure it out. You wipe yourself off. So I would say prior to this kind of epiphany, it was like stable at times, unstable, not really focused. There were times when I wasn't believing in myself.
Mm.
A lot of people, most people, if you ask them about me, they'll tell you, that brother got mad confidence, he on point, cool, this and that third. But everything that you see on the surface is not always what somebody's going through.
That's right. Say so. Say so.
Especially that we all deal with, childhood trauma.
Yes,
So
definitely.
and it doesn't leave you. People think that if you went to therapy, that your problems go away. They
Mm.
don't go away. What you actually do is find a structured way to manage them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you find a way to accept and own your baggage.
Right.
And
Your
instead of,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
instead of having multiple plastic bags from Pathmark, now you have
Mm.
a suitcase where you can pack and
Mm-hmm.
unpack when necessary. You can pack
Yes.
light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So these are the things that I've learned through constant self-assessment. That's the one
Yeah.
thing I can always say about myself, that I'm constantly evolving, constantly looking at myself, constantly asking the questions. How can I do better? How do I feel? What am I thinking? How am I coming off?
Mm.
How do I want to be perceived?
Mm.
So that's always been with me. I would say that's my stable part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, there are times when I've been vulnerable. There have been times when I've made made some mistakes. You
Yeah.
know, I've followed the flesh. You know what I'm saying?
You follow the flag.
Followed the flesh.
I know. I know you follow the
The
flag.
flesh will get you every time.
Yeah, every time. But my brothers, yeah.
I call
Some
it
for us, for my sisters too, actually.
I call it funky flesh in the funky fresh in the flesh.
Because we have done some crazy things. I think everybody has,
Word,
right?
word, word. No doubt, no doubt.
I think everybody has. Okay. All right. So, you know what I liked what you said, Jawayne? You were saying, you reinvented yourself, right? And I love when you said that. And how did you do that? Because I know you said you did some self-reflection, right? Um, like I know that that's a rabbit hole that we can both go down that's kind of deep. Right, right. What would you say were some of the steps that you took to get to being the man that you are today?
That's a good question. So one thing I've always believed,
Mm-hmm.
that you need to have knowledge of self.
Mm.
People say that all the time, like a cliche. Oh, you got to know yourself. But what does that mean? What does that
Right,
mean?
right.
So one of the things I've always told my twin daughters, who are you when no one's looking?
Mm. Mm.
Who are you when no one's around? When you have
Right.
no one to impress, when you have no one that you're looking for approval from, you know what I'm saying? When it's just you
Mm-hmm.
and all your thoughts.
Yeah, yeah,
So one thing with me, with knowledge of self, always starts from your thoughts. What am I thinking?
yeah.
Where are those thoughts coming from? How am
Mm-hmm.
I perceiving them?
Right,
And what will I allow? What is truth?
right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Say that.
So
Say
so
that.
so I see it as the parent and child mind.
Mm. You know what I call that? Mirror and window.
Facts.
Mm. Go
Facts.
ahead. I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Let's lean into that.
So you have the parent mind, which to me is the God mind.
Mm.
That's the mind that knows all. That's
Mm.
that first instinct. A lot of times you'll say, something told me not to do XYZ.
Right,
Something told me to do this first. That's your God mind.
right,
But the
right,
problem is we've been programmed
right,
that we doubt that mind. And we
right,
allow the child, or shall I say, children minds, because there are
right,
many.
right, right,
And guess
right.
what they do? They run around your head like little children. You heard what such said? Did what's name say that? Yo, I know they ain't trying to play me. Yo, we need to do this. Yo, go here, do this. Did you pay for this? Where's my keys? Like, you got
Right,
all of these thoughts.
right, right. You know what I say? I often talk about that, Jay. Um, um, from the perspective of the committee in your head, right? And you got fear at the table, you got
Mm,
worry, you
mm,
know, it's just they having a meeting about whatever it is that just happened or a thought that just pops up in their head about how to deal with something, right? So the committee has like this huge meeting, everybody at the table, and fear is there no matter what you want to do, and fear is always bullying everybody. And
mm.
worry is like, oh my God, everything is gonna fall apart, right? And so there's actually a cartoon about that,
Mm.
right? A cartoon movie, and I just thought it was, when I saw it, I was like, I always talk about that because there's a whole meeting in our heads about different things, and now it's time to shift and reprogram, and from the subconscious mind, reprogram the subconscious with positive thought, images, and so on and so forth. So that's what comes up for us in our life. Go ahead, I'm listening.
That's a great point. Um,
Mhm.
and one of the things that I would do is assess, where is that fear coming from? Where is that false evidence appearing real come from?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
It has a root,
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. It
and
absolutely does.
what I've discovered in my own life, that it comes from, again, the past.
Yeah. Right.
So what the subconscious mind, and it to sidetrack real quick, it just amazes me how much of ourselves we don't know. That's why I said knowledge of self,
Right. Right.
knowledge of the supreme energy, living force inside of you.
Right. Right. Right.
How much we
Right.
don't study it, how much we don't know it.
Right. Because we don't know ourselves.
Right. So when you talk about fear, it usually comes from something that happened to you a long time ago. And you have these automated mechanisms in your body, in
Yes.
your in your many minds. You have many minds and you have many bodies. You have the physical body, you have a force
Right.
field around your physical body, you have the meta body, you have,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not
Right.
gonna get too deep, but
No. No. But I got
you are a whole system. You are a whole enterprise.
you.
You are a whole business.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And again,
Right.
knowledge of all of them and how they work together.
Right.
So
Right.
so what it is your subconscious has a mechanism, a protection mechanism.
Mhm.
When you're hurt in a certain way, it starts
Mhm.
to protect the body, protect the mind by resorting to the things of the past. So
Mhm.
what happened last time? Oh, that looks like the same thing that happened last time. So let's protect ourselves.
Right.
So
Right.
we're not going to take that opportunity because they're going to say no.
Right. Right.
We're not going to try to do XYZ because that's never going to work. It didn't work last time. Remember what what's name said last time?
Right.
And we got to realize the only time that really exists is right here and
Right
right now.
now. Say so.
Everything
Say
else is
so.
on. The past has no value aside from knowledge, wisdom, understanding, great memories, and that's it. The rest of it can go.
Yes.
It's gone. Each day, it's gone. It's like money. You don't try to get that money you spent in the store yesterday back. It's gone.
Right.
You're getting new money.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. That ain't nothing but the truth. I had to listen. Can I tell you that this is so dope right now?
We just
Like
getting
I'm loving this conversation. We just getting started. We really have not gotten started, Jay.
Mhm.
We haven't gotten started. I'm telling you right now. This is dope already. All right, all right, all right. So you're amazing. You are amazing. Yes, you are. Okay, so I want to get back. I asked you what would,
We were
huh?
talking about we were talking about the reinvention.
Right. And I want to get back to what steps you took. You got to know yourself. That's number one.
So one, and then inventory of my strengths.
Ah, there you go. Inventory of my strength. Somebody need to be writing this down. Okay. Okay.
We're giving a master class right now.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
what am I good at? I'm great at being an orator. I can speak. I can articulate. I'm in touch with my feelings. I'm aware of myself. I stay in the present moment. I'm kind to others. I show humility. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a loyal partner. You know what I'm saying? There's so many great things about myself. And it's like, some people, conceit. No, again, you got to love on yourself. You the only body you got.
Right. Right. Say so. Say so.
Who else got your back besides you? You going to always be with you.
Right. Right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love on you. Promote you. See yourself as and your strengths and your strengths. Yes.
Or like real love, not this. We're gonna get to that later, but
yeah, no. Okay. We can get to that later, but let me just say this, because for some people, and it's not for everybody, it looks like I'm gonna adorn myself with clothes.
Oh, material?
It looks like I'm gonna buy. Yeah. For some people, self-love is, I'm gonna buy myself a new car.
Like people that pamper themselves, like go get your hair, your nails done, or for the brothers, go out, have a drink, buy some kicks.
Right. And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But there's levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's levels to this. And I'm saying this to you because it shows up, and real love, self-love shows up looking like honor. It looks like integrity. It looks like good character, right? Right. So people say, I love myself. I love myself, right? And I'm good, right? But real talk, it looks like those other things. Like just because you dress up nice doesn't mean that you're working on the inside. Just because you drive in, a G-Wagon or a Jag or a Porsche doesn't mean that you're taking care of the inside, right? Like that's a form of self-love, but that comes, it's like putting on beautiful clothes and not washing your body. Right?
So
because your mind,
you're stinky fresh.
Right. You're so silly. No, but it's true, because people say, oh no, I'm good. Look at me. Like you said it at the beginning, right? Yeah, look at this. Scorpio says, right, can pamper your character and become a better version of you daily. Absolutely. So we, that kind of thing is important.
Just to add to what you were saying just now, like you said, the pamper yourself, do stuff for yourself, how you look. And I don't want to touch on it yet, but it's a great segue. Real love doesn't always feel good.
No, it doesn't. It's a war. It's a war going on. Go ahead. Don't even get me started.
Too many people think love is a feeling.
Right.
No, love is what you do despite what you feel.
Say so, J Doubles. Say so.
So when you in the gym and that shit hurt, that's loving yourself.
Right.
When you don't feel like studying to pass that fucking certification, that's love.
Right.
When you love yourself, it ain't always feeling good. It's doing what you need to do to become the best version of yourself daily, Terry.
Yes. That's my main man. That's a Scorpio there.
Facts.
That's Scorpio. Right. Yes. So no, but what you're saying is that you said it already before we went in deep. I said it when we first, opened up about you. Your character and who you are as a man, just your consciousness, you always wanting to go deeper. And let me just break right here. I'm not breaking, but I just want to say this. I keep telling my sisters that there are some amazing brothers out here, right? And while this one is almost off the market prayerfully, we going, we praying, sis, I see you. But anyway, I'm praying for my brother because, I love him. I need him to be in good hands. But what I'm saying is that, it comes down to, this is why I love you, Jay. This is why I have attached myself to you. This is why I call you friend. It's because, you really are a testament to all of these amazing, and in fact, we've had arguments on the phone, right? You and I, because if I see you doing, I'm like, excuse me, you be like, whatever, Kim, you bugging, and I'm like, whatever, because I expect so much more from you. Yeah, I'm out of control. I think I'm his sister and his mama sometimes, but I'm out of control. I know your level of consciousness, and I know, and what I'm trying to do by showcasing my brothers is to show my sisters that people like you, men like you, really do exist. You really do exist, and you're good. You're good.
A lot of good brothers, a lot of good people. I think we're onions. You know what I'm saying? We got layers.
Yes.
And sometimes we gotta have that compassion to be able to have the patience to peel those layers back to find out who people really are.
Say so.
You know what I'm
Say
saying?
so.
And unfortunately, we a lot of our brown folks, our melanated folks, we got PTSD, we got post-traumatic slave disorder. So we've been through a lot, and we don't realize it. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna start.
I'm just saying. It's almost like, again, back to knowledge of self. There are things about yourself you don't even realize why you're doing it. You get somebody clinical to help you walk through it, and then you start to see, oh, that's why I do X, Y, Z. That's why I keep dating the same person over and over again. Oh, that's why I can't get my life together. This is why I continue to stay in fear. We got generational curses that continue to plague us. This is why knowledge of self is so important. That's why I look and I see people and everybody so, oh, I'm single. Oh, I got to find somebody. Oh, I just want to have somebody. Oh, I just want to get married. Oh, I just want to, you got to marry yourself first, yo. You got to get yourself. You got to date yourself.
I'm writing this down. Marry you.
I mean, we so quick. What we're looking for resolve. We're looking for somebody to help us with this thing that's deep down inside us that we don't know we have, but we keep acting out in it, and we want some help. We want some resolve, and we keep attaching ourselves to people and dating people and doing all these activities and swapping souls and liquids and fluids, and we continue to go in this circle and don't understand why.
Masterclass, y'all. Masterclass.
Breathe. Close your eyes. Go within. Meditate. Be silent.
Okay.
Because the world will keep you spinning. TV, cell phone, bills, this concert, what's going on? Drink, smoke, sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so much going on.
Wash, rinse, and repeat. Right.
Stop. Take a minute and just.
Yeah. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That's what we've been doing. And we got to stop. Yeah, you got to get off. You got to stop the world. I need to get off for a minute.
We are spiritual people, yo.
Yes, we are.
What up, Marlena?
Hey, Marlena. Yeah, we are. We really are spiritual people. Like, Jawayne, this is so dope. This is so dope. Okay. So let me ask you a question. What was one of the most valuable lessons you have learned about relationships?
I'm gonna get to that, but I'm gonna wrap up the last step.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know we went off. You know how we do.
Yeah, whenever we
One
get
of our
right.
phone calls, we be on the phone. Me and Kim, we go. We hours. I'm like, Kim, I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I gotta fold clothes.
Whatever. And then he keeps me on the phone for another half an hour, 45 minutes. Don't believe that. We be going in though. We go in. It's so dope. I like, and the conversations is okay. Go ahead. Number 4. Go ahead.
Final step. We got knowledge of self, knowing your thoughts, separating the parent mind from the child mind, inventory of strengths. What do I do best? How to improve on them. Knowing your weaknesses, knowing your areas of improvement, knowing what you need to do to get to where you need to be. And lastly, but not leastly, figure out what you want and design a plan to strategically achieve it.
Okay.
I'm learning, and I know it sounds like I got it together, but I'm in the process. That's why I said I'm in the midst of this. This is my daily walk. This is not something I've done and I've achieved and I've gotten to. This is my daily walk.
Right.
I'm setting goals, and each day I'm getting better.
Yes.
I fall, but I get back up.
Right.
You're not finished until you finished.
Right. Hello. Say so.
Word.
You're not finished. You know what? Right along that line, for about a month, a little more than a month, I talked about on my Monday night Zoom, I talked about manifestation. Right. And I know that's your subject matter. You love that. And I know we're going to deviate just a smidgen from what we originally talked about. But I've been talking to people about the manifestation piece and how when you said write it down, what you want, write it down. Every day, if you said this is a work that you do every day, so work every day, right? So every day, what I've been challenging people with is to write the vision, make it plain, right? And then every day to just sit down and just read it. Just read it in the morning when you get up, after you pray and everything, read it. Then in the evening before you go to bed, read it again. The importance of that is that what I was explaining to people is that every cell in your body, biochemically, every cell in your body begins to acquiesce, begins to change. It begins to change into your thoughts begin to change. But then you know how they say you can heal yourself with your thoughts? Like people don't believe that, but you literally can. It may require you to be still a lot more. It requires you to go inside and be internal in your prayer and in your meditation. But I promise you that there is something transformative happening in the bodies, right? Because I go a little deep on my Monday night calls and in my group calls, right? I don't talk about this on my lives because, sometimes, but because you and I are talking and I know where you are, I can say this and it begins to shift the mindset. Right. And now all of a sudden you get ready to go tell somebody off because that's your normal. And what you begin to do is say, you know what, you go ahead, you be blessed, because you can see a vision of your life differently. You no longer respond. Your blood pressure does not elevate. Your heart rate becomes calm because you've been definitely, digesting this dream, this vision every morning and every night. And what begins to happen is you are then, because when we be praying for husbands and stuff, right? And when men be praying for wives, right? And I don't know how many men pray like that, but there are quite a few. I'm certain of it. What begins to happen is they begin to transform into the wife, the woman. She begins to do things unconsciously because this is what she wrote down. So you got to become before you receive, right? And so a lot of people don't understand that, right? Being of service. We talked about love, being of service to another, right? So as you're talking, I'm seeing this. I'm like, yo, this is so dope. Like when people understand that you write the vision, when people understand the becoming, right? Because you can't ask, just like you can't curse nobody out without it affecting you, you can't begin to call something into your life without it changing you. People need to, but they got to stay in that mindset, right? Because otherwise it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I love it.
Analogy for the manifestation. It's
Mhm.
like losing weight. It's like working out and losing weight. You
I
work
just,
out day one. That shit hurt because you ain't worked out
mhm.
in a long time. Day two, you hurting, but you back in there, back to the love for yourself. Day three, you getting on the scale like, damn, I done went 3 days hard. I done burned 400,000 calories, and I still got all of this on the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These spare tires.
Right. But it's day three. But it's day three.
Not realizing that as long as you work the plan and plan your work,
Ah,
you get to week 3, week 4. Now you've been eating right. You've been working out. You've been disciplined. You've been loving on yourself. So back to love. Love is what you do, regardless of how you feel, because you still feel fat,
right. But you're not.
but you getting it in,
Right. Right.
and you don't see the results
Yeah.
till
Right.
later.
Right. The
But soon as you
manifestation
start to doubt and like, oh man, this ain't gonna, I'm good, man. Let me get this cheese. Let me get a number 2 with
with a coat.
with supersized fries, extra cheese, 2 pickles. Oh yeah, and a Diet Coke. I'm trying to watch my. Come on,
My
man.
figure.
Come on, man. That figure will never add up.
Right. Right. Say so. Say so. That's dope. That's dope. Okay. That is dope.
So I wanted to add one more thing because we were talking about working stuff and then you fail. So
Mhm.
I saw a little meme that I sent to my daughter. So fail stands for first attempt in learning.
My. Oh, I need to write that down.
Exactly. First attempt in learning. That's what
Mhm.
fail means. That's your first attempt in learn. Because fail ain't nothing but a lesson, which
Right.
turns into a blessing.
Yes.
Then you
Yes.
got end. It's never the end. End actually means effort never dies.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
lastly, if somebody says no, you turn that around, turn it to on, and it actually stands for next opportunity.
Ah. Ah. I love it. I love it. Wait.
Big thighs, they lie.
Fall in love with the
Oh,
process,
yo,
Daryl.
that right there, Daryl, yo, son, what? That right, that's one of my, you got your lessons that you currently have, because I got lessons in the past that I keep, locked in the safe, but I got lessons that's in my pocket with my keys in my wallet. That's one of them. Fall in love with the process. My daughter, oh, I just want to get to the part where I'm there, and I'm no, you have to fall in love with the process. That's why
Yeah.
we're here. We're not born and then we die. We do a whole bunch of stuff in between.
Right.
And you don't truly start to experience this thing called life until you love the process and enjoy the journey, Kevin. Word.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Facts right there.
Yes. Facts. Facts. Look at Marlena. Marlena, thanks for writing that down, sugar, because I needed that. All first and attempt and learning.
Amen.
I know that's right.
Amen.
That's dope.
Amen.
That is
Amen.
so dope.
Word.
Look at Giovanna. Giovanna said, yes. Look at, thank you. Look at Marlena. Marlena is next
She's
opportunity. You
on it.
better
She's
say
on it.
so.
She's not paper, a pen. It's not a game.
Right. Master class. Did I tell y'all this was a master class? Y'all better get on it.
Word.
Look, Giovanna said, next opportunity. Go ahead.
Word.
Oh, I'm loving this, Jay. I'm loving this. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Give me some more. Drop some more jewels, Gemstarr.
So yeah, just, again, that last step is figuring out what you want, and to me, I think it's happened with me with maturity. Because there are things you want when you're 20, there are things you want when you're 30, things you want when you're 40, And now at 50, it's like now I know what I actually want. I think. I'll tell you what's up at
Right.
60.
Right. Right.
But I'm
Right.
loving 50. I love 40. 40 is the beginning, 50 is the living, and 60 is the winning.
Ooh, you better say so. You better say so. Darryl said life is not about getting to the destination. It's about enjoying the journey as you get to your destination.
Word.
That's what it's all about, D. Darryl, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The journey, not the destination. Yep. 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 Yep.
And paying attention and being, let me just add a little bit before your next question. Being prepared. Whew.
Ah, Lord have mercy. That's it.
A lot of times we say we want something, but we're
Mm,
not ready for it.
say so.
Back to child mind. Your children always want stuff, but
Ah,
parents prepare. You got to be prepared as a parent.
ah.
You ain't got no time to want and don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that kid needs something, you got to make it happen.
Right.
Ain't
Right.
no excuses. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real parent, we're not gonna get to that, but real
Right.
parents show up.
Right. Right. They do their best. That's right. That's
Word.
right.
You
They do
prepare.
their
You
best.
prepare.
Yeah.
As a parent, think about it. As a
Right.
parent
Right.
is short for prepared.
Right. 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 I agree.
Because you gotta have yourself together before their schools. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Your
Right.
clothes
Right.
are ironed, your hair is done, and you gotta get them dressed. You gotta get their books, make sure their homework. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared.
Right. I agree. I
So,
agree.
so being prepared for the next opportunity, being prepared for when somebody calls you and say, Jawayne, man, it finally came through. I got this such and such ready. Da-da-da. Did you ever get that certification? Yep, got it last week.
Mm-hmm.
You right
Yeah.
on time.
Right. Right.
Jawayne, I got this job opportunity. Yo, I got this. They want a DJ. They need you to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
being ready, being prepared.
Right. Right.
So I'll
Right.
leave it there and we'll move on to the next question.
Preparation is half the battle, says Darryl. Yep, yep, yep. Planning and preparing to win. And Kevin says every level requires a different version of yourself. I love that, Kevin. Every level requires a different version of yourself. That's the truth.
Word.
You are not lying. If y'all like this video, share it out. I expect to see some shares because it's been dope so far. Like, share this video out, share it out, share it out. Let me
I'm
just
loving
stop for a minute.
the energy in the chat. I'm loving the
Yeah,
energy, Tim. I'm loving
yeah.
it. This is great. This is better than I expected.
Oh, absolutely. You know we was gonna bring it, J Doubles. You know we give it
That,
up.
but it is better than that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why there's not fire dropping down from the. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wondering why my alarm ain't go off yet. It's fire up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
I'm
God.
waiting to hear my fire alarm go off.
So every Monday night, y'all, I do a free Zoom call. And what I need you guys to do if you want to be a part of it, because we talk about this kind of stuff. We talk about manifestation. We talk about love. We talk about relationships. We talk about responsibility. We talk about truth, honor, character, courage, right? And what it really takes, like, to have a relationship, to get prepared, as Jawayne just said, because no matter what we do, even if you're in a relationship and something's, not quite right, one of the things that I do is I talk to people about the different things that even arise in those different situations. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have all the answers, right? But if you're a part of our Monday night, the free Monday night call, then I'm certain that somebody on the call is going to be able to bless you, as well as myself, because that's what I'm here for. I am Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified life and relationship coach, and I love what I do. And I'm just trying to give y'all a sneak peek into my brother's lives, what I get all the time. That's my blessing. You know how I keep telling y'all, all the sisters? I be like, y'all keep saying, ain't no good men out here. The devil is a lie. Well, I'm showcasing them every week on Thursday, on Thought-Provoking Thursdays. And that's exactly what we're doing today. It is going down, y'all. It is really going down. And I'm very comfortable. This is my third one. The first week was Darryl. The second week was Darren Green, and this week is Jawayne, Gemstarr, J. Doubles Davis. I have to put it all in there.
Names, bro. I told you, like the woo, I got 36 fingers, yo. I got 36 fingers.
You got 36 kingdoms. Oh my God. So let's get it. Let's get it, Jay. Let's get back. Let's get back. What was one of the most valuable lessons? What was one of the most valuable lessons you've learned in relationships?
Most valuable lessons.
Yes, Marlena, you can. They're on my Facebook wall.
So
Marlena says, when I was walking on the boardwalk, I couldn't wait to get to the other end. God said, Marlena, don't focus on the destination, but focus on the journey. God said there is a lot to learn during the journey, such as life lessons. I love that, sis. You better say so. That's dope.
Amen.
Yeah, like that is so dope, Marlena. You know, and I think we do that. We have a tendency to be rushing. We rush and we want to hurry up and get there. But the
you know why? You know why?
Right.
We're programmed. We got an Instamatic, Insta-quick,
right, microwave,
instant oatmeal, get it now, pay for it later, credit
right.
card. Like it's programmed. It's on a subconscious level, and
Yes.
you don't even realize it.
Yes, yes, I concur.
Of self.
I concur. I concur.
Word.
You know, it's funny because I believe I shared this with you yesterday or the day before yesterday when we talked, right? That it was, you know, I grew up and I was kind of a tomboy, right? And I like to play, you know, flag football, two-hand touch, you know, handball, basketball, tennis. I even played the piano. You know, my mother let me take piano lessons, right? I was such a tomboy, and I always had on my little jeans. I was cute, you know, like a girl, but I still was tomboy-ish, right? I had thuggish tendencies. I always tell people that. And so, but as I begin to get older, right, and I guess I want to share this because of what Marlena said, right? All of a sudden one day I was desiring more dresses. Right? Yeah, if you hit the volume, it's gonna come up. I was desiring more dresses. I wanted to put on shoes, and I wanted to wear dresses, and I wanted to make sure that I was pretty, and my nails and my hair had to be done. You know, I always dressed nice when I went to work, but now it was like this thing about me. And all of a sudden I began to walk a little bit more into my feminine energy, right? Right. And just because of what you wrote, Marlena, I am right now where I am in my life as a woman. I feel beautiful, right? But it's not because of what's on the outside. I feel beautiful because of the journey that I've taken for each step, for each moment of growth where I celebrate myself, because I didn't always know how to celebrate myself. I didn't know that it was okay for me to feel good about my accomplishments. Right. And so whenever anybody would even give me a compliment, I'd be like, oh, it ain't that serious. Oh, you know, and I would almost push it back because I didn't believe in me. Right. And I grew. And when I look back now at the difference of the woman that I was, you know, the young woman, you know, the teenage young lady, the young woman, you know, as I grow. And I'm like, and one day, can I tell y'all this? Nobody knew this, and I'm sorry, Jawayne, I don't mean to sidebar what you're talking about, but this is so dope. I need to say this. Last February, I went in the hospital. I don't know if y'all ever heard of, it was a condition on my skin, right? And literally, and I've never shared this publicly, I don't believe, on any of my lives, right? And my face blew up like Quasimodo. They had to give me like everything in the book as an infection. I was in the hospital for like 5 or 6 days, I promise. And my face and my nose, and it was going up into my eye, right? And I'm sharing this with you because I was standing in the mirror cleaning my face in the hospital, and I was adding the stuff on my skin to get, because it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. What do they call that? It's almost like MRSA, right? It was crazy, and it just came up on my skin. It was crazy. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this, and I kept taking pictures of myself every day, but this particular morning, I was standing in the mirror, and I was patting my face, and I was realizing that it was going into my eye. And I promise y'all that I heard the voice of the Lord say, "You're beautiful." And I was standing there and I was like, what? Because my face literally looked deformed. And again, I heard God say to me, "You're beautiful." And I kind of fell back and I was like, and tears began to stream down my face because it had nothing to do with the outside. It had everything to do with the woman that I was becoming. Because you never stop becoming, but where I was with my thuggish tendencies, being raised in different, in a dysfunctional, y'all get what I'm saying, situation. It's like, and all I could do was stand in the mirror in that hospital bathroom and cry because, it was like I knew that I was beautiful inside, right? And it didn't have anything to do with my clothes. I had on hospital clothes. Like, it didn't have anything to do with anything except for the work that had already been begun. That had already begun. And that's what I'm talking about. So I needed to throw that up in there because sometimes we miss it because we don't recognize how beautiful the journey is, the essence of who we are as women and men. You're beautiful. And I say that to men because it's about who they are on the inside.
I was about to say it's the other you.
Yes.
It's the other you. It's the inner you that God was talking to.
Yes, and that's why I said I'm dope. I ain't say I went out of the hospital because I was toe up, but that's not the point. I then begin.
The physical world is a facade, yo. This is the
right. Right. We in the matrix. You better say so.
This is all a facade, yo.
This is so dope, Jay. I am loving this.
What they say, hey, don't take life too seriously. Nobody gets out alive.
Right. That is the absolute truth. Oh my God. Thank you, Marlena. Thank you, baby. Thank you. All right, so we want to get to the next question. What was one of the most valuable lessons you have learned about relationships, Jay?
Okay. So one of the most valuable lessons that I've learned when it comes to relationships, and everybody should know this, is that people change. People change. We all change. We evolve daily. Why do we get into these relationships and we expect people to be exactly the way they are when we met them, do the things you did, when you made me feel this certain kind of way, and I want to feel good when I'm around you, and I want to do things that feel good with you because I just want to feel good. People change. People are multidimensional. Situations change, which cause people to change. You never know who a person really is until some pressure is applied.
Right.
And you see, it may take 5, it may take 10 years.
Right.
Oh, I know my husband. Oh, I know my wife. You don't. I promise you don't. I don't even know my damn kids, and I've been around them 24 years. Like, you
oh my God.
All you can do is respect the process.
Yes.
All you can do is respect who they are in the moment.
Yes. And love them.
Hope that they love them.
Yes,
Like, again, despite, back to love, we're gonna keep pushing this lesson. Love is despite how you feel about them.
That's right. Amen. Say so. I love it. Love is what you do.
Love is what you do, not what you feel.
That's right. Amen.
Another valuable lesson: learning to adapt. Learning to adapt. So again,
that's a good one.
I hate to keep going back to my children, but they've taught me some valuable lessons.
Yeah.
In the essence of raising them, they've taught me valuable lessons. Learning
Mine
to adapt,
too.
realizing that parenting is transitional. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
go to a stage where you're hands
Mm-hmm.
on, you teach them what to do, you help them with this, you do this, and then they get to a point where you have to kind of let go a little bit, but still be there to guide. Then they get to another position where you kind of let them do what they're going to do, but you're there for guidance if they ask for it.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
relationships can be the same way.
Right. Right.
Relationships where, some people crowd people when they don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Some
Say
people
so.
need attention and we just ignore them.
Right. Right.
So it's knowing your audience, knowing your partner, having that what is it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Emotional intelligence.
You know what? Don't make me break my computer over here. You better say so.
The ability to gauge another's disposition without them saying it. Yo,
Lord have
I'm
mercy.
let me write this stuff down. So
It's
I'm
all
gonna
being
have
recorded.
to teach myself this after we done, because I'm just letting the spirit move me right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the beautiful.
I know that's right.
I'm taking my hands off the wheel.
Yes, 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 yes. You have to know your audience. You better say so, Marlena.
No, you
You
do.
better say it.
You
better say it.
know who you're with, know who you're dealing with. And so another one is effective. I gotta say effective. One more time.
Effective.
Effective communication. Because people say, "Oh, all you need is communication. Oh, you just need to communicate." Oh, stop doing that. It is not just communication, because you can talk all day.
Right.
And ain't saying nothing.
Right.
You could talk all day, communicate all day, and the message doesn't get through.
Right.
Or the message gets through and it's not perceived the way you intended it to be conveyed.
Received. Right. 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 Right.
So that communication, let's go through the communication process. I send a message.
Masterclass.
The message is received. The message is perceived. The message is regurgitated back. The sender confirms that the message intended has been received. That's effective communication.
You know what? See, you
talking to make your point, talking to prove yourself, talking to make sure you're right. That's not communication.
Right. Right.
That's talking. That's arguing. That's debating.
Right. Wow.
And if you don't have someone who is willing to take these steps, again, back to learning to love. If you have someone who's not even willing to do it, you're doing this to yourself. No, they didn't do anything to you. You have chosen to be in this situation, environment, relationship, whatever you want to, situationship, whatever you want to call it. Creationship. What? You remember?
I took it back.
Yo, word up.
The creationship.
You create your own relationship.
Yes.
As one to grow. What?
Yes. Can I tell y'all something? I just got, Jay, you so cool. I don't even really want to stop you, but I got to tell you guys. Okay, so Jay Doubles and his cousin Jamal. Yeah, I'm going back.
Back at the
they
time.
had started on, what was it, like Blog Talk Radio? And they was trying, and they were together like this whole series. And that's how I met Jay Doubles, right? And so what were we doing? We were going to be a show behind them, but we were supporting all of the shows on the platform that were under that, platform on Blog Talk Radio, right? So we were getting ready to do the doggone thing. And then I met Jawayne and I met, his cousin, another few, a mutual friend, and everything was peace and love. And I created the group Love and Relationships. Jay, I don't even know how many years ago that was. But I created the group Love and Relationships because of that. And that thing was crazy at first, but as
I
time
remember that group. I
progressed,
remember that Facebook group.
yes, and you're still an admin in that group. Are you kidding me? You remember the group? You're still an admin, like honestly. But the reason why I'm saying that is because our relationship continued to grow, our friendship.
Hey,
It
y'all,
just
Kim
continued.
saved my life on that show. Kim saved my life.
How?
I had nobody to talk to, and Kim made sure that the conversation kept going. Kim saved my life on that show. I was ready to quit, and Kim kept coming on faithfully. Man,
It would no, but it was so
great.
dope. If
Saved
it
my life.
wasn't for any other reason, it was for me and you and our friendship. Because I promise you, you have been such a blessing to my life, Jay. You don't even understand.
Word.
Yeah, this is like dope. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. Hey, Reva, how are you, baby? All right, so Jay, let's get to it. What's the other ones?
Okay,
The
so
lessons you learned.
last one, effective communication. So we got that people change, situations change,
Mm-hmm.
learning to adapt,
Mm-hmm.
effective,
Communication.
effective. Everybody say it. Effective communication.
Yes.
Last but not least,
Mm-hmm.
forgive everyone. Forgive everyone. Love starts with forgiveness.
Yes, yes, yes. Love starts with forgiveness. Yes, 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 yes.
If we don't, if there was a way, what do they do in the body? And they find stuff in your heart, stuff, stuff that's clogged up in your intestines.
Arteries and all of that. Mm-hmm.
We could take a filter and go through the spiritual body and
Mm.
find all the stuff we holding against people.
Mm.
All you gotta do is say. Sometimes all you gotta do is say their name, and,
Yeah.
and a reaction. You get an emotional reaction. That's how
Yeah.
you know you still got stuff in you.
Right.
When
Right.
you say their name and you have an emotional reaction,
Yeah.
that means you still got stuff. I wake up every morning. I forgive everybody, even the people I don't realize I need to forgive them. I'm blanket
Right.
forgiveness for everybody every
Right.
morning. When I get that feeling, oh, there goes such and such. I'm like, oh, that mother. Oh, I forgive them. Lord, I forgive them. Just forgive them. I don't.
You should not do
Yeah.
that, Jay.
No, because I'm telling you, that stuff holds you down.
Yes, it does.
Every
It's weight.
every dis-ease of the body starts with unforgiveness.
My God.
Spiritual turns to physical, yo. Manifestation, the thought turns into the action.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Mind controls
Yes.
body thinks the mind crazy. Word.
Right. No, it's true. I completely agree with you. I agree with you. Like, it's like you got sludge in your system.
That's what I said. You take that filter and you
Right.
just look at it and you just like, oh, all this unforgiveness. Oh, let me dump, like,
Right, right. So you gotta release it all the time.
release it. Even if you don't know it. You'd be like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, I forgave them. I forget. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Right, right. And how you know you forgive them? How do you know you forgive?
You know you forgave them is if when someone says their name or a situation comes up of how they hurt you or what they did and how they're wrong and what you can hold against them. When you get to the point where you're like, you know what? Hurt people. I love them. I wish them the best. When you can sincerely say that in your heart, you've forgiven them.
Right. How about
Wish
people?
them the best. Even though they wished me the worst, I
Right,
wish them the best. Again, back to love. What is love? It's not
right,
what you feel,
right.
what
It's
you
what you
do.
do. Right. You know what I say about that too? People think the opposite of love is hate. It's not. It's indifference.
Mm,
When you get to the place when they no longer affect you one way or the other, then truly you've let it go. You have begun already the healing process for everything. You're like, okay, well, again, I wish them well. There's no but, there's no and, there's no nothing.
right.
That is the complete sentence. I am where I am in my life, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had to know them. I'm not attaching myself to what happened in my past. I'm going to be in my right now. and move forward. And I'm indifferent to, it's all good. I'm good. Like I might have been hurt, but right now, I mean, even though I was in the fire, my clothes aren't even singed. I'm good, right? And that's a knowing. It just doesn't phase you, like Marlena says. It doesn't phase you anymore. And
So
you are not wishing them any harm at all. So go ahead. That was
yeah,
dope.
not only not wishing them harm, wishing them blessings. I
Yes.
actually wish them the best.
Yes. And
Like
meaning it.
I sincerely wish them the best. Like
Right.
you said something earlier, the window and the mirror.
Mm.
Every
My
person,
girlfriend Dion. Mm-hmm.
every person in your life is a mirror.
Yes.
Nah,
Yes.
you ain't ready for
Yes. Yes. Yes.
that. Everybody in your the parent that didn't love you the way you thought you were supposed to be loved, the boyfriend, the girlfriend that dogged you, cheat on you, the best friend that stabbed you in the back.
Mm.
They all your mirrors. They
Mm.
all were here to teach you a lesson. You attracted them. You
Yes.
preordained your life to be this way.
Mm.
Your
Mm.
lesson is to learn to forgive them.
That's when you look in the window. Because now you're looking in the window. It's almost like an out of body experience, and you are literally seeing, like, what role did I play in this? What was my thinking? Like, why would I deal with somebody who I knew was a gossip, right? And they gossiped all the time, and I thought that they were gonna hold my secrets. Like,
Or,
where that's
or,
coming from.
or in what way? Because that's what I don't like about them. In what way I do the same thing.
Right, 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 right,
Knowledge of self.
right, right,
Knowing
right,
that you do the stuff you
right.
hate, you usually do the same thing
Yes.
subconscious level and don't realize
Yes, and don't even realize it. That's the attraction. That's the attraction. And
mirrors.
we don't even get it. Windows and mirrors. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
Daryl, everybody is a reflection of who you are. They're all your mirrors. Don't get mad
Yes,
at them.
yes.
Change your view. Mm.
Look, Jay said that was dope. I'm writing that down. Oh my God, Jay. Okay, okay. And is there any more right there? Valuable lessons that you
We're gonna
get.
leave it there because I don't
Okay,
want to have
all
people.
right, all right. So let me
We,
go on.
we're already over time, but we're gonna go
No,
into
no, we
overtime.
good. We good. Okay, so what word of advice would you give brothers about relationships?
So the brothers, to my brothers, peace. I love you. We in the struggle. We in the war. We in the longest war ever fought on the planet Earth. It's called the War on Africa. It's still going on.
Yes,
That's real
yes.
talk. I'm not
For
even.
relationships, Jawayne.
I mean,
Relationships.
it starts with the relationship with yourself and your motherland and your brothers and your sisters and the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it all starts there. So I
Mm-hmm.
would say work on you.
Mm, mm,
I would say work on you, as I've been saying all night. Knowledge of self. Learn yourself. Learn
mm,
who you are when nobody's looking. You know,
mm,
master your square. Master your thoughts. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? I would say know what you want.
mm,
A man without a plan is a man that's damned.
mm, 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 Say
And
so.
make sure those plans have smart goals.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And lastly, I would say work towards having an impeccable character.
Yes. How about that?
So none of us are perfect,
Right.
but each day you're working to be your better self.
Yes. Yes. That's where I'm at.
And
Mhm.
and there's something about a man and his legacy.
Mm,
What legacy are you creating? How are you going to leave the world better than you found it?
mm,
What is your purpose in this lifetime?
Yeah.
Are you fulfilling it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope.
So that's my
That's
message
dope.
to the brothers.
And then a message to the sisters about relationships. What would you tell them?
So to my sisters,
Mm-hmm.
we're going back to the same thing. Work on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So because you have the feminine principle, it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Be good with being alone first.
Mm. How
I
about
know it's
that?
hard. I know it's hard.
How about that?
Be good with being alone, loving yourself, loving on yourself, dating yourself, working on yourself, doing you. But not in a way where you're pushing brothers out, but just in a way where you're attracting what you want instead of being hungry and thirsty for it.
Mm. Mm.
Because trust me, a brother gonna notice you. When you
Mm.
shining, he has no choice but to cover his eyes from the blinding.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Work on your body, work on your mind,
Mm.
and manifest your desires. Speak them out loud. Write them on your wall. Write them on your door. Write them on stickies. Write them in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Constantly surround yourself with people, words, and ideas of the things that you want, and they will come to you.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
For my sisters.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Self-care. Self-care.
Word.
Yeah. That was it. Listen, Jay, this was so dope. I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, and you gotta come back. You absolutely gotta come back. Like I'm thinking, like, what are you doing in April? What day are you?
This
Huh?
was enlightening for me.
No, it was. It's very enlightening. It was enlightening for me. Like I love this. I
No, this was
absolutely
great.
love this. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. Next time somebody says to you, there ain't no good women out there, you tell them the devil is a lie. Because Kim, I've been seeing Kim's friends on Thought-Provoking Thursdays on Facebook. And maybe you should just listen to these brothers and they'll show you just
Word.
because they showed up who they are. It is absolutely amazing. I so thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. And I'm thinking like, we got to get you back here in next month. I got to go.
I'll be happy to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this was dope.
Yep. I
And
just
what?
gotta get a little R&R and then I'll be back.
Right. A little bit of resurrection and reinvention.
Resurrection and reinvention. Then
Listen, every day, right?
every
Every day.
day.
Every day.
Every
Every
day.
day.
Hustling.
Hey, look.
Oh, mama. Look at mama.
I love
Mama song.
you.
My
That's
old
right.
earth. Peace to my old earth. Love you, moms.
This is so dope. I love your son. You know that.
Word.
That's my brother. That's my boy. I love him. So yeah. Jay, you gotta come back. You gotta come back because this was so dope. I think that people are gonna be watching this on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, hit hashtag replay. Like share it out. Like this is so amazing. And once again, I'm gonna be going live every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's Thought-Provoking Thursday. I'm gonna be bringing my brothers on who I think are the epitome of good character, wisdom, integrity. Brothers who are conscious, who know themselves and know what they want out of life, and they're successful in their own right, not because of the amount of money they make, but because of who they are inside, right? I'm always talking to my sisters. I'm like, I don't know where y'all be at. Because I'm telling you, so I must have attracted all of these wonderful brothers to me because they all be like, either I'm their big sis or they little sis, right? Either I'm their big sis or they little sis, or I'm just sis, right? But I have so many amazing men in my life, right? And I keep telling sisters, and they ain't trying to blink me. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all better hear me. I mean, some of them might take a run at me if I gave up, but you know what I'm saying? But I love them because they do.
And we love you.
I know. I know you do.
AIM. Keep it moving.
K to the I to the M, and J doubles is in the house. So anyway, guys, if you want to join me on a Monday night call, it starts at 7 p.m. on Monday. I need you to go to Real, 2Ls, reallovejones.com, and I need you to sign up so that you'll get the email about the Zoom information so that you can join us, because it's really dope. We have a good time. We laugh, we joke, but we talk about serious issues. I would love for you guys to be a part of that. And if you want to go deeper, I have a monthly membership group, which until the end, actually, it's only a few more days, is $49 a month. After that, it goes up to $79 a month. So if you want to get in on that before the end of this month, that'd be great. And you could be a part of my group and we discuss issues, but we go deeper. We don't go deeper into everybody else. We go deeper into some of the stuff that you deal with, workbooks and all that kind of stuff. So it's real dope. It's real dope. Anyway, I love you guys. Hey, Glenn, how are you, sweetheart? I know I'm back. I'm back. I am back. I'm back with a vengeance, right? I'm gonna do this. But
resurrected. She's resurrected.
yes, resurrected and reinvented. You better say so, J Doubles. You better say so.
Thank you guys. Peace to everybody in the chat.
Yes. Yes.
Great
yes,
energy.
yes. Everything is good. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, I love y'all. Please watch the replay. Please share it out. This was dope. I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Kevin, I'm going to have you up on here one day. All right? It's coming. Don't get it twisted. All right. Namaste. Namaste, Hector. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed and have a good night. All right. Bye.
Peace.